Yo, 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 yo. Welcome into a little Sports 56 happy hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a Monday in the Mid-South, and we're back with a little NBA action finally starting back as the NBA Finals is going to begin on Thursday. But there's a lot of action today, man. The regionals and the NCAA have been flat out awesome. If you've been watching college baseball like I have this weekend, it has been so much deadgum fun. I love how much these kids care. Each pitch counts. It's wild. But right now we have 11 schools that have claimed their spot in the Super Regionals. We got 5 more spots to nab. The ACC and the SEC nab 4 each. You had Tennessee, Kentucky, Texas A&M, and Georgia who have punched their ticket in the SEC. And over in the ACC you have Clemson, Florida State, North Carolina State, and Virginia. Also joining, you had a few unseeded teams, West Virginia, Oregon, Kansas State. And again, 5 seeds up today. We got some great baseball games. We're going to talk about it. And also, you got to feel bad again. Arkansas. Man. 5th seeded Arkansas. Probably the biggest upset in the tournament so far. They're already down. Today, though, number 4 seed North Carolina faces a tough one against LSU, as LSU was able to beat them 8-4 on Sunday after the wild game that I watched that LSU and North Carolina played in, which was insane. This Honeycutt kid hit a 3-run bomb, then hit another bomb. He scored all 4 runs. They ended up scoring 2 more in the bottom of the 8th. Ended up winning like 6-2 on LSU, and they're back at it today. But we're going to talk a little college baseball. We got to talk some NBA action. I'm really excited because, of course, we got Terry Davis. It's on Monday. We'll talk all things Tigers. Penny's out there at the golf tournament. We'll talk about some of his comments that he's made. Some of the ones that I made last week. We'll talk some Tiger basketball. Also, what's going on with the FPI. Football Power Index came out. And I was looking at the non-Power 5 teams. Of course, the reason it's so big this year, those non-Power 5, there's an automatic qualifier. The highest ranked team of the non-Power 5 gets an automatic qualifier to the college football playoff. Probably the only spot anybody not in a Power 5, Power 4 school is going to get. Right now, the rankings. Boise State was the highest non-Power 4 team. They were ranked at 48. James Madison, 51st. Texas San Antonio, UTSA, of course, who's also in the AAC with Memphis. They were at 56, and Memphis was 4th at 66. So they're in the top 4, the non-Power 4 in the FPI. We'll talk a little FPI. We'll talk a little college football. We got Jake Crane, joining us today, of course. Jake Crane from Crane and Company. They have a new time. We'll talk about their new time when they're doing their show. But I also got to mention, man, I got a new sponsor, and I'm fired up, man. It is Buster's. And when you think Buster's, the first thing you think about is, oh, man, Buster's liquor store right there over there in Highland, man. Yeah. Over in the University District. Not only do they have the best liquor store, but Buster's has opened up a butcher store. It's Buster's Butcher. They're at 199 South Highland Street, right next to the liquor store. And they also opened a new one at 5851 Poplar Avenue in Ridgeway, over at the Ridgeway Trace Shopping Center. They're a full-service shop offering curated selection of quality meats, cheeses, prepared foods, and so much more. And Buster's skilled butchers, it's full service. They're also not just great butchers, they're exceptional chefs. They'll be delighted to guide you on selecting, preparing, and cooking the finest selection of their cut meats and products. Like nothing else you can find in Memphis, Buster's Butcher Shop is straight up awesome. You can learn more at bustersbutcher.com. Come see why every cut counts at Buster's Butcher. And I'm telling you again, you like charcuterie boards for all occasions, head over there. They got some that are pre-made. You can select and have the finest meats cut right there, hand cut for you. And, just prepared from prime beef, pork, lamb, veal, other poultries, cheeses. And again, the full-service specialty butcher shop is like no other. They got the curated products. They got the charcuterie, the cheeses. Everything's made in-house. Sausages, special gourmet foods, so much more. Check them out. It's Buster's Butcher And they're not just now over at 199 South Highland Street. Also, you can check them out at 5851 Poplar Avenue in Ridgeway Trace Shopping Center. Now we're going to switch gears, baby. It's time to talk a little bit about some sports with Jake Crane. You know Jake Crane, the J-boy from Crane and Company. Every morning I used to get up and watch them. Now I watch them in the afternoon. Me and Jake Crane, kind of agree on tons and tons of stuff, and I'm kind of curious what he's thinking about when it comes to the NBA. And it doesn't look like Dake is having any success over there. So we might not have him because he might be out of town. He might be over in London. But I thought that was last week. If you're going to go to London, maybe you don't go for just 1 week. You know what I'm saying, people? I think, if you're going to London, you're flying all the way across the pond. I know he was in London last week, so you know what? He probably is not going to be back this week. Don't even sweat it. We'll talk with Bryant Dacus here in just a minute about some of the college baseball that we saw this week. So, NBA basketball, though. The things that I needed to kind of, go out there and throw, and you can hit me up at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line, 901-360-8255. That's 901-360-8255. Life's too short for ordinary jewelry. Everybody obviously is looking at the backcourt. You have Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, and then, of course, Kyrie and Luka. Of course, when you look at this, I have been disrespecting the East the whole time. Again, Boston, best record in basketball, coasting through the final month of the season. Through their first round, they get in their first round game. All they have to do is play a Miami Heat team that doesn't have Jimmy Buckets. That wasn't difficult, wasn't hard, wasn't really anything. And then a Cavaliers team, they faced them. They had no Jared Allen. They had no Spider-Man and Donovan Mitchell. And they had no chance. So Boston hasn't been getting maybe the respect that they deserve, especially not for me in certain people's eyes. Because then when they play the Indiana Pacers, who it's amazing that they made it through the Knicks series, even though the Knicks had lost everybody on their team. I mean, the East was so beaten up in this postseason, it wasn't even funny. From Dame, Giannis, Embiid, like the East was just beaten up. And then you had Kristaps Porzingis, who's, health is questionable for this Boston team. But the one thing is that Boston has been coasting. They coasted all the way through the last month of the regular season. They coasted through the playoffs. They have not been challenged. Dallas has been busting heads. And they've been playing out of their mind. I'm telling you right now, it's unbelievable the way that Dallas has just gotten here. I mean, what they did to the Minnesota Timberwolves, I'm still dumbfounded. You had Minnesota, who was the number one efficient in offense in basketball, best defense in basketball. They just put out the defending champs with Luka. With Jokic. They beat Denver. All of a sudden, I know one thing, Ant-Man had, propelled himself to the face of the league. Yeah, Luka and Kyrie were balling over in Dallas. But, man, it was Ant-Man in Minnesota. It was what he was doing and how awesome he was. And then Luka and Kyrie kind of just sat back. Ant talked a little bit of trash. Kyrie ran Ant to death. And it turned out Luka was the most dominant force in the NBA this season, and he's done things in the postseason that nobody's ever done. He has been so damn good in the postseason, it is not even funny. His numbers, we talked about some of the crazy numbers that he put up last week. He's in the playoffs. This is Luka team ranks. First in points. First in rebounds. First in assists, first in steals, first in three-pointers, first in free throws. The run that Luka's putting on is absolutely insane. He's the first player in NBA history with 450 points, 150-plus rebounds, 150-plus assists, and 50-plus threes in a playoff run, and he's not done. But it was Ant-Man that we were talking about. You know what I mean?
Oh.
And now Luka's gone out there and said, I don't know about you, but You might want to look at me. Look at my career. Look at what I've done. I mean, he's also not only just for his team, in the playoffs total, he's also leading the same categories: points, rebounds, steals, assists, field goals, 3 points, and free throws made. For everybody else in the playoffs, his numbers don't even make sense. And if you look at Luka, I saw this from Nick Wright. You know who Nick Wright is from the...
Of course, Fox Sports 1, FS1.
FS1, yeah, the one where they... the one that I actually like, though, where they're, like, talking to each other. He's kind of animated.
I'll
First
be
Things
honest,
First, I believe.
Yeah, I think he is on that. I'm actually kind of surprised you like Nick Wright.
Oh, my God. No, dude, he's so obnoxious.
Exactly.
I mean, it's not like, okay, listen, I know that I was so hateful probably in the whole world to everything that existed last week.
Last week was bad week, John. We're gonna scrap that.
I had no serotonin
throw it to the
or
side.
dopamine in my
You have a
brain.
good weekend?
I had a great weekend. I'm back, y'all. But no, he doesn't annoy me because he does come as pompous as he is. At least he always brings his numbers.
That's true.
And I do like that about him. And he did this thing, was talked about Luka by how old he was. It's 16. He was playing in the second best league in the entire world, the number one European league in the world, only second to the NBA. When he was 19, he was the MVP and the champion of that league. When he was 20, he was the NBA Rookie of the Year. 21, first team All-NBA. And by the way, he been tearing things up in the playoffs even when he was just a young buck. At 22, he was a first-team All-NBA. And in the playoffs, he averaged 36 points, 8 assists, and 10 rebounds. That's ridiculous. 23, another first-team All-NBA conference, finals. In his playoffs, he averaged this time 32 points, 10 assists, 6 rebounds. You keep going to 24, another first-team All-NBA, regular season, averaged 32 points. This year, first-team All-NBA, 34 points per game. The regular season scoring champ, Western Conference Finals, MVP. And again, the dude's only 25, but every single year, he just does something and does something and does something. And it makes me think, as good as Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics, it's the second time in the last 3 seasons they are in the finals. They're supposed to be here. It feels like it's Luka's time. Like, damn, I know everybody's like, Tatum's got to do this. Tatum's got to do this. Boston's got to win this. The pressure's on Boston. If Dallas,
for sure.
I mean, the pressure is on Boston. They've got to cash this chip. But, man, it feels like it's just Luka and Kyrie's time. Because now you got Kyrie, the leader of the team, the old man who's wise, who's inviting everybody to dinners, who's leading by example, who's leading by not yelling or, screaming at people, coming up to a person and saying, hey, man, this isn't necessarily how you need to do it. This is just how I would do it. And letting them kind of just take it in stride. They talked about Jason Kidd. I was listening to Luka and Kyrie talk about how, again, this season it's been more not about necessarily their practice, but the therapy sessions that they have within practice to really get to know each other and how to get the best out of each other. And then the moves that they made to get Gafford and PJ Washington. Like, I can't say how, like, those moves at the time, did anybody really blink an eye? Did you be like, oh, damn. NBA, you better watch out. Did you see what Dallas did? They just went and got PJ Washington and Gafford, man. Daniel Gafford. Daniel Gafford is a rim protecting machine. He put the lid on the rim against Oklahoma City. He put the lid on the rim against Minnesota. He's going to possibly try to do the same thing. He's been successful since he's got to Dallas. He knows his role, and he's been playing. And then Derek Lively, when he came out of Duke, if you told me Derek Lively was going to play like this, I would have said you're crazy. But you got Gafford and Lively, who they are rotating in it, and those two dudes are protecting the rim and then also scoring at the rim. When they double Luka or get on his back, and that guy's come off of him and they double Luka. Guess what? He just throws the lob and Lavely dunks it. He throws the lob and Gafford dunks it. He throws the lob and Jones dunks. They're playing at a different level, and these pieces have absolutely worked perfect. And again, it's a very unexpected team because when Kyrie left Brooklyn and went to Dallas, I was like, who gave a damn? 2 ball dominant guards. Who cares? Well, damn, NBA, you better watch out because this team is clicking. I'm not going to sit there and go like, man, this thing is about to be like, they're about to be the powerhouse. There's so many good teams in the West. You got Boston still in the East. Giannis and Joel Embiid are going to get healthy again. Like, it's a crapshoot. Grizzlies are still out there on the hunt. But right now, at this moment, and I think that's what matters most, is who's playing well at this moment. Nobody. Again, you can win. Congratulations, Lakers. You won the in-season, regular season tournament.
Hang a banner.
Woo-wee. It was great that you played great during that stretch. But does it really matter? No. Dallas may not have had one of those stretch runs this season where you thought they were going to win a title. But they're playing better than any basketball team on planet Earth right now, and it feels like they're there, and it's their time. And I think Luka is letting the world know, bam, I'm the best 25-year-old on the planet. I'm telling you, as many people who keep trying to talk me into Boston, and I get it, man. White's playing out of his mind. He's playing like he's just pure. And I get it. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown are better two-way players. Are they better defensive guards than Kyrie and Luka? Yes, they are. But team defense, and yes, Boston, their rank is awesome when it comes to team defense. But who have they had to stop? Indiana, Cleveland, and Miami without their superstars. You got the 2 dudes right now. The best offensive backcourt is coming at you, and Kyrie and Luka are playing at the best they've ever played in their life. And it just feels like their time. Boston, I think you might be in trouble. The only thing I can say that is good is maybe this whole damn layoff, maybe it cools them down a little bit. But hell, how's Boston going to get up? They haven't played in a meaningful series in so long, it's not funny. Dallas took care of Oklahoma City. They took care of Minnesota. They took care of the Clippers. And Jason Kidd, man, he was in the finals when he was a Dallas Maverick as a player, now as a coach. Better watch out. I like Dallas. By the way, Dacus.
What's up?
Welcome to the program.
Thank you, John.
I'm excited, obviously, about the NBA playoffs. We're going to definitely talk a whole lot about the playoffs. But before I get to Terry Davis, just one question. Did you mainline college baseball this weekend?
Oh, John, I watched so much college baseball over the weekend. I was actually, last night, I went to the Showboats game, last Showboats game of the season, playing for the number 1 pick in next year's GFL draft.
Win, and
All
they
they
got
have to
the
do is
number
win.
1 pick
That's
in
right.
every round.
How about that? Crazy. Usually it's the team that loses,
yeah.
right? But they tried to spice it up a little bit. Kind of caught a weird break that the 2 worst teams in the league were playing each other in the final week. But we were there, Connor and I were, and we both had our phones during the game with Squeeze Play. I had Squeeze Play. He was going through different games. Also, his Oilers were playing last night, so he had that game on most of the night. But yeah, I'm
an
ton
Oilers
of college
fan.
baseball.
Do you know why?
John,
I'm a
when I
fan
saw
of the
that
Oilers?
video, I knew you would be an
The
Oilers
girl with
fan.
the beautiful rack.
Yes.
And by the way, this is the only thing that I feel bad, and I have to say, I'm an Oilers fan. This girl has made more people Oilers fans. I watched the game.
Yeah, how about that? Wow.
Because I
Just 'cause
saw
of her.
this.
How about that?
And I was like, dude, if these are the kind of people watching hockey,
That's
I
right.
need to watch it.
Yeah.
And I've gotten into where I like it. It's so fast-paced.
Do love
and those
hockey.
hockey players are nuts with what they
They
can
are.
do.
You're absolutely right. They are.
But, dude, this is the one thing that's also I feel so bad about women.
Okay.
Like, this is from my bottom of my heart. Like, if you have a beautiful rack, like, you're really just not allowed to show it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But, man, God bless that woman for the Oilers. because she wanted everybody to be an Oilers fan, and I think everybody's an Oilers fan because of that. If you haven't seen the viral video, you're just not on X.
Or just look up Oilers fan, and it'll be like
fan.
the first thing that pops up.
I promise. Yeah, by the way, she's now famous. But you know what I mean? That is difficult because like people want to show off their best assets.
That's right, and that's what she did.
I know. I just feel so sad for those who have the great assets and they can't show it. So anyway, I just support you to show your assets. If you got them,
rock them.
Just rock them. You know what I'm saying? We're going to take a quick time out. We got to talk college baseball later, me and Dacus. Again, we've got 5 huge games. 5 games to punch your ticket to go to the Super Regional. College baseball was awesome this weekend, but we got to switch gears a little bit. We got to talk Tiger basketball, Tiger football with Terry Davis next on Sports 56 98.5 FM.
Be sure to follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube to watch live video of our shows. Stay up to date with station events and have chances to win prizes. Don't miss out on anything that's going on. Follow us at Sports 56 WHBQ.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus in Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
As you know, summer is right around the corner, and for most people, that means more activities, more golf, more biking, more of whatever you love to do. But if you're dealing with aches and pains, your more could become less. This is why I'm here to tell you about Relief Factor. Relief Factor is a daily supplement that helps fight pain naturally. For instance, I was sent Relief Factor to try, and I've been taking it every single day. I'll tell you what, I feel the difference every day. You see, instead of masking your pain, Relief Factor's formula is designed to help reduce or even eliminate it. It's 100% drug-free, and it's been a game changer for so many people. So let's get after it this summer. Let's feel good. Let's do more of the things that we love to do. Don't let pain keep you down. Give Relief Factor a try and save on your first order. Go to ReliefFactor.com or call 1-800-4RELIEF. That's 1-800-4-RELIEF. Help fight pain naturally with Relief Factor. These products and statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or condition.
Ken Garland, you are in your 72nd year of business. Your son William is now joining you. What do you think is the key to your longevity in the building business?
My dad started the business in 1965, and I think being on the job sites daily and being accessible to homeowners has been a key to our success.
You guys have a work ethic, as you like to say. You're not hiring people to be on the site. You guys are there every day.
We interact with the subcontractors multiple times a day on each job site. I think that has been a key, as well as using the same subcontractors 20 plus years in most cases.
When you talk about materials, what is the first thing you're thinking about when somebody comes to you to build a home?
We're just trying to meet the expectations of the client and the homeowner and the architect and give them what their dream is.
When you get a Ken Garland home, what do you guarantee?
We'll be there after the job is finished. We're still accessible to all our clients.
Now I need to know, how do I get a hold of Ken Garland?
You can reach us at kengarland.com.
There are many real estate companies out there, but then there's Banyan Tree Realtors on the Tigerville Town Square. There are hands-on, family-owned boutique real estate companies whose agents have been offering exceptional attention to their clients for over 40 years. In an ever-changing world, Banyan Tree continues to maintain a small-town personal charm while providing a worldwide connection through its internet marketing presence. Personal service will never go out of style at Banyan Tree Realtors. Their agents are people you can trust, offering service you deserve. From residential homes to commercial properties, farmland, land lots, and historical houses, Banyan Tree has the expertise you can rely on. So if you're downsizing, upsizing, moving in, or moving on, give Banyan Tree Realtors a call today. Craig Smith and Mary Jean Smith and their agents are ready to serve you. Call today at 901-620-8920 or 901-359-2520.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by Buster's Butcher at 199 South Highland, where every cut is the right cut. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Take your cut of meats a little bit higher, man. Go to Buster's, baby. Yeah, I'm not just talking about the liquor store, son, but when you go to Buster's, always get your Tito's. But when you go by Buster's Liquor Store, because you know at 199 South Highland Street, right next to Buster's Liquor Store is Buster's Butcher Shop, baby. It's right there, man. And guess what? You can not only visit Buster's Butcher Shop over at 199 South Highland, but now they got the new one over there at Ridgeway Trace Shopping Center at 5851 Poplar. Check them out for full service. That's right, butcher shop, full service style. I'm telling you, they will cut your meats exactly how you want them. They also have great charcuterie boards. They got in-house made products like sausages, gourmet goods. They got all kinds of cheeses. Buster's Butcher Shop. For the best cuts of meat, always goes to Buster's Butcher Shop. And check out a little bit more. Learn some more about Buster's Butcher Shop by just going to bustersbutcher.com. That's bustersbutcher.com. See why every cut counts at Buster's Butcher. Now, we're going to talk with Terry Davis. I don't think I talked to Terry Davis last week, did I?
No, because it was Memorial Day.
That's right. That's right. I was trying to recover from a very, very, very rough weekend.
Yep.
And I kind of, I don't have no access to the phone, by the way,
no,
Dacus.
I
You knew that? Okay.
Yeah, I was
Making sure you knew that.
Yeah.
And I kind of lost my mind a little bit. I don't remember what day that was. What day did I go crazy?
Oh, man. Tuesday or Thursday. One of those
Tuesday,
two days.
Thursday.
Yeah.
One of the days that starts with a T.
Yeah.
Works out perfectly.
Yeah.
I don't know if Terry caught any of that, but Terry, welcome to the show. How are you doing on this wonderful Monday?
Man, it's Monday. I'm doing great, man. Got my health and strength. What else can I need?
Man, nothing. You got everything you need. Plus, you're on the show with me right now.
Exactly. So how can it be any better?
Man, well, it could have been a little bit better for me last week, probably, because I think I woke up
It
on
was
the wrong
Thursday.
side of the bed.
It was after the David
Jones.
Jones announcement.
Yeah.
I remember it now.
You know what? I was moody. I was going. It was my time of the month. Okay, let's just be honest.
Oh. Don't
yeah.
go there. No.
I got to blame it on something.
Hey, blame it on the rain, man.
Blame it on, dude. Don't even give me. That is so funny. But I kind of went a little bit off. I was upset with the direction of the Tiger basketball program, and I talked about how we only had one tournament win in the last 6 years with Penny, and it hadn't been good for so damn long. And I need some wins in the NCAA tournament. And again, I lost it, and I'm just kind of curious. I feel better today. Maybe I just needed to get it out. Is everything going to be okay for the basketball team next year, or am I actually seeing the future?
It remains to be seen. Like I said, I thought last year on paper that the team they had a chance to make a deep run, but chemistry ended all that. So we got to see how it goes. So I'm not going to be optimistic until they start playing games and go from there.
Did you go to Southland this morning?
Of course not.
Man, good. I got you. I just got to know, man.
Yeah, Penny. Penny gonna tell you what he want to hear, and I think he's happier this year than he was, after finishing last year. He's talking a little bit. He's still upset about the David Jones situation because he actually thought that Dave was coming back. They thought they had him locked up, but some things happened at the last minute, and things went from there.
Who are they going to replace him with?
It remained to be seen because Penny had penciled him in as his two guard, as his number one scorer. So more likely he's going to go out and try to get another score because I think he has the defense that he's looking for. So now he's going to have to get that offense going because it's one thing to have a really good team defensively, but if you don't have anybody who can put in hope consistently or have a closer, you might not have anything. And that's why I like about the Dallas Mavericks because they got two closers. And if you got one really good closer in college, that can win you an extra 3 or 4 games down the stretch.
Well, there's still a lot in the portal. He just has to go out there and get somebody because you got a lot of scoring that you have to replace, and really nobody's coming back basically other than Nick Jourdain. So whole new team. We'll see what happens. We got to keep our fingers crossed, and I guess wish for the best.
Yes. Hey, I need to run something by you. You know, I'm what's call it advocate of the small guy. Don't you think for the college football playoff, the Group of 5 champion should host a game? Period.
Yes, actually, the automatic number 5, yeah, because you're the automatic 5. So first round you have to play because the top 4 seeds get a bye. You should be hosting that first round game.
And I think it works out too because the money is going to be there, and I think it actually levels the playing field if you give that number 5 team the home field for one game because
a home shot, yeah.
Because one thing that somebody brought up to me, the 4 teams that play in the first round of the playoff don't go to a bowl game, so they're going to miss out on the bowl experience even though they had a great season.
Well, I mean, but they get first round buys.
No. The 4 the other 4 that loses in the first round, not the first. No, they get the bye. They already in. But the first 4 teams that play, the loser don't go to a bowl game.
Well, yeah, but their bowl game is basically the college football play.
It's not a bowl game. It's just an extra game on the schedule. Because with the bowl game, it's always the things leading up to the week of the game,
pageantry and the swag and all that stuff,
right? And all the other stuff, right? So they all gonna miss out on the bowl experience. Those 4 teams that go to the first round of the playoff and lose, they gonna lose out on the bowl experience.
Man, they'll still be they're gonna be all right, man. Because if they make the college football playoff, they're all gonna be earning more money, and that's all they.
No,
really
they
care
don't
about.
because they don't make it because they already losing. They lose. I'm talking about the losers, not the winners. The winners all go to a bowl game. The first round winners go to a bowl game, but the team that loses in that first playoff game don't go to a bowl game. Now you see what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, but again, like what I'm saying though is like, yeah, you're going to a bowl game because it's a name game and brand, but that extra game in your season, you just count that as a bowl game because you're made the college football playoff. People would much rather go to the first round of a college football playoff game, and even if they lost, be happy about playing that than playing down in the Birmingham Bowl.
Really? You talking about kids that like everything given to them and being put on a pedestal? You think they were actually? And then you know another thing too that you don't get your bowl travel check too because it's playoff game.
That's true. That's true.
So you do lose out on a lot, but that's just my thing. My thing is I think the 5th place team, I'm not advocating.
I thought that they did. So you're telling me if Memphis or Boise State or University of Texas San Antonio, if they make the 5th spot and they make the college football playoff, they're not guaranteed to host?
That's correct.
Oh, I didn't realize that. That kind of
I know
sucks.
It is because for example, if you go to just say if Tulane won it and they host, I will make them move it from their stadium to the Superdome. I will make them move it because their stadium is on a $30,000 stadium versus a 80,000 seat stadium. I guess
like the nightmare is like if a James Madison was to actually win and then they get the home playoff game because where the hell are you going to put that?
Exactly, because they have a stadium of what 15,000, 20,000.
Yeah, it's little.
Right, exactly. But I digress. Now back to your lead.
Well, I'm done talking actually some college basketball. I said my piece last week. We'll have to see what happens next year, but I do want to talk a little bit about this NBA postseason that's coming up on Thursday. Finally, we're going to get to the little finals. I feel like, it's kind of crazy, but like I feel like basically Dallas is playing the best basketball at the right time of the season, and that's the most important thing. When you got 2 dudes who play better than anybody else in the clutch time, Kyrie, Luka, out of control, PJ Washington, Gafford, great additions. I like the way this team's playing defense. I love the way they're playing offense. I feel like they got the momentum, and the Celtics got the pressure. Tell me what you think about the finals.
As a Laker fan, I cannot cheer for the Boston, but if they don't win this year, the pressure is going to be building even. They're going to be forced to do something. And one thing I think this will be the first time they're going to have 2 superstars going against 2 superstars, in this series. And I think it's the other guys. They're going to be the Lively's and the Whites of the team, the other guys that's going to determine who wins this series. It's going to be a great series, and it's going to be the first time Boston's playing a team that's not hurt or injured coming into the series.
Yeah, no kidding. I think that's one of the big things because they weren't. I mean, they had a gentleman's sweep against the Heat, gentleman's sweep against the Cavs, and they basically just said screw it, and we swept the Pacers. I mean, they haven't been playing, I feel like, high level basketball in a while. They're just kind of like, depending on the three, sitting back. I mean, Derek White looks good. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum both look great. Don't get me wrong. Boston is definitely the best team in the East.
Yes.
It just feels like, damn it, man. Like, this is one of those things where it feels like Dallas's time. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I just hope they're not happy just to be there because no one in there.
Luka and Kyrie aren't the kind of
Dallas
guys that are happy to be there. Luka he talks more trash. He talks trash like Larry Bird did back in the day.
Yeah, it does. But, they've been off for, 6 days, 5 days? 6 days. And Boston been off, 10 days? So whoever will get that first game, I think, Boston has a tendency to start slow. And if I think Dallas get one up there, I know it's going to go at least 6 games. It won't be a sweep, but I think it's going to go at least 6 games.
Man, do you think Boston having game one at home, is that a big deal?
It's a big deal for Boston. But they always give up a game one.
I was going to say they always seem to lose at home.
Right. And then they come back and beat and go 3 in a row or something. But I think Dallas will probably take game one, and I think this is going to be a high-scoring game because Boston is one of the best offensive teams in the league, and Kyrie and Luka are probably the best offensive team in the playoffs. Those 1-2 duo. So it's going to be an exciting game, and I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully, it will put some spark into it because this playoff has been really boring, to be truthful with you.
Well, it's just because Minnesota was so damn disappointing against Dallas. Dallas just killed them. I mean, I couldn't believe what we saw Minnesota do against, the defending champs and the, Denver Nuggets. And then all of a sudden, everybody's like anointed Ant-Man as the face of the NBA, and Luka's like, man, I think you forgot about somebody.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards, I think he's going to learn a big lesson. Don't open your mouth and don't wake up a sleeping giant. And because he woke up Kyrie, and because Kyrie was not playing at that level that he played at against them, because he's how much I got him. You hadn't been to a finals before, let alone won one. So you can't be talking out of noise. You can't give a professional athlete any type of extra motivation on any level.
No, you're right. And Kyrie went out there and ran him to death in game one, and they really never recovered.
And they never did.
Now, Luka's been absolutely just filthy, bro.
Luka has been balling, and
Dude.
he's actually stepped off his game and made his game better because he's not as ball dominant as he used to be.
Man, he's the first player in history. He's got 489 points, 164 rebounds, 150 assists going into the finals.
Yes. He is balling.
He's got 16 30-point triple-doubles in the playoffs. Not triple-doubles. He's got 16 30-point triple-doubles in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. And he's doing it more efficiently than he had been doing it. Because he used to just go out there and just ball dominate and just take over and just shoot bad shots. But now he's more efficient. He's getting his teammates involved. He picks and chooses. Okay, I'm going to do it this first 5 minutes. Kyrie, you go and do it that minute. And whoever gets hot at the end, that's who takes it.
Man,
it's brilliant.
It's brilliant. Somebody just texted me and wanted me to ask you a question. Said to ask Terry about the 6'7" wing from Kansas State, Arthur Kaluma.
Yeah, that pipeline. You know who's our biggest recruiter, the former Kansas State Wildcat who left the team. He's going to bring the guy in. He's going to be the closer. Penny ain't not going to have to close him. He's going to have to. He's going to close him.
Who you talking about? You talking about Naquan?
Yeah, Naquan. Naquan's gonna close him for him. He's gonna bring him in. He's gonna get him here. Promise you.
Well, that's a damn good get.
I know because Naquan told he had a great time here. He hated he balled his butt off and he had a great time. He didn't have anything negative to say about the program. He was happy to be here, and he's gonna get that wing here. He's gonna help close the deal for Penny.
Well, I hope we get him 6'7", wing, athletic, listed as a 5-star in the transfer portal.
Right, he'll be there. And since David didn't commit, they have a whole lot of extra free money up. And you know what happened with that? I think the David Jones camp got a little greedy at the end because I think they had agreed to a number, and I think they came back looking for more money, and it wasn't there.
Well, what do you think about his actual NBA chances?
It's gonna be hit or miss. He's gonna play in summer league, and he's gonna be pretty much on the same route of a Lester Quinones. But I don't think he has the upside of Lester because his ball handling skills need to be improved. Because he's a turnover machine, and
Yep.
if you turn over in college like that, imagine what you're gonna do in pros. And he's a go getter, but the level increases at the professional level. So I'm not saying he can't make it, but it's going to be a hard, long road for him. But like I said on social media, it only takes one GM manager like you.
Dude, by the way, did you know that Dre won a championship?
Yes, Taiwan.
Man, are they called beer leopards?
Yeah.
Like they drink beer?
Man, look, man, I don't know about the customs or whatnot. It could be me. It might sound like that, but I don't know. So I'm gonna say I don't know. But I'm glad he won one because he told me that he was gonna go over that way last time he was in Memphis. But I'm happy for him. But he still has a dream of playing in the NBA. So too bad the NCAA ruling came out that he would have another extra year because he got suspended for 1 year.
All right, so a lot of people were giving Charles Barkley a little flack about a week ago when he was on TNT because he was calling all the WNBA players petty. Does everybody owe Charles Barkley an apology? That's what I was going to say. Does everybody owe Charles Barkley an apology that was called
No, they don't because they are petty because there's a lot of women are jealous of the attention she's getting, even though she's raised the bar. And not only her, but the whole draft class that came in this year is pretty good. They said, look, she hadn't won anything, she hadn't proven anything, let her do on this level. They playing her physical, but, give her a couple years. When Michael Jordan first came in, he got beat up and all that. So she will adjust her game. She will get, stronger and be better because I like it. Her team around her sucks. Because
they also kind of piss me off because, man, let me tell you something. If you're going to be a teammate of hers and you don't come to her support, like that girl knocks down Caitlin Clark. Who is it? Is it Aaliyah Boston, the big girl from South Carolina?
Yeah.
She should have gone over there and busted her damn head.
Somebody
needs to be enforcer. You can't just keep knocking the girl down and your teammates just watching it.
Yeah, her teammates don't defend her, and I think they'll address that in the off season. I think they'll go and get another enforcer on there because I don't think
they
have them
an enforcer bad.
And they also need another shooter, but that's another story though.
I will say though, like some of the criticism, like some of the whining from, like I don't think they listen to themselves because they keep saying, why are we always talking about Caitlin Clark? Why we got to answer anything about Caitlin Clark? And I was going to say, women have come before her and accomplished more than Caitlin Clark. Why did we have to talk? Because before then, nobody cared. Like there's AD and BC, you know what I'm saying? And right now, CC is what's going on. Before Caitlin Clark, BC, nobody gave a damn. Now, like Caitlin Clark's here, people are paying attention. Like, man, just enjoy the damn Jets and the money going up.
Exactly, man. Exactly. I think they all want it, but sometimes you look at the golden calf coming for you, you don't appreciate it to after the fact. Because you gotta realize last year, before Caitlin Clark, they were commercial and they weren't able to do back-to-back games. Commercial games, now they're able to do back-to-back games. Which I think is kind of unfair because Caitlin played Saturday and played right back again on Sunday, while the Liberty was at home. They got squashed yesterday by the Liberty. So, but they have some benefits there. So the money is getting better, and eventually the salaries will get better.
Man, I just thought it's just kind of wild. Like, I don't know, man. I hate to say it. Women be jealous, man. Women be jealous, bro.
But men be jealous, too. Don't get it twisted.
Please, man.
Come on, man. Man, you'd be surprised to have guys, some petty guys.
Please go buy my girl a drink, man. I'm like, thank you, flattered, and I appreciate you saving me some money, brother. Thank you. Thank you.
Hey, how'd your betting go this weekend?
Man, let me tell you something, man. It was a little hairy, bro. I did really, really, really bad. The Minnesota Timberwolves game, I had under and Minnesota, so I lost that junt bad. But I came back big on the Oilers, baby, and also under in that game. And then I hit a couple college baseball games that just made me want to dance.
Oh, I didn't know you were the Connor McDavid fan.
Man, I'm the did you see the Oilers fans are the best looking fans in sports, and I'm supporting the girl with probably the best rack in Canada.
Hey, stay off social media.
Dude, if it wasn't for that girl, I wouldn't even be I wouldn't even realize how awesome hockey was.
And if you hadn't seen it, if you don't know what Johnny's talking about, just Google it.
Dude, I'm telling you, all you have to do is put in the Oilers. That's like going to pop up before they even talk about them to go into the Stanley Cup playoffs.
You know what? I picked up on Connor McDavid about.
Dude is fast, by the way.
Yeah, he's good. He's really good. I've been enjoying watching this series. You know, I wasn't a big, I like Edmonton because of Wayne Gretzky. I'm a big Oilers fan because of Gretzky, but he's really fun. They're really fun to watch. They scored 2 goals after only taking 10 shots yesterday, which is incredible. Incredible.
Dude,
but I digress.
Oh man, it was incredible. Also, if you watched any of the college baseball this weekend,
oh my God, I love this time of year.
Walk-offs left and right, and also a school that was closed down forever. Did you hear about it? Was it Southern Baptist? What is it?
Birmingham Southern.
Birmingham Southern.
Yeah.
Dude hit a walk-off home run. And they had no school. They got eliminated finally yesterday, didn't they? I think they did.
Yes, they did.
Sorry,
they did.
But man, that dude who hit the walk-off bomb. There was a bunch of walk-off bombs. There was like 7 of them over the weekend.
Yeah, it was. It's been some good things. You know, I'm glad Tennessee won. They get the whole Super Regional again, and they get a chance to be the first out in the Super Regional if they so choose.
Dude, they're gonna do all right, man. I ain't worried about them.
I hope so.
I feel bad for Arkansas,
deserve
man. Arkansas again, bro.
Oh, well, Texas, when they got beat by A&M, man, when they went to the 12 innings.
Man, hold on. Think about this. Texas A&M didn't score an earned run.
Yes. And Texas at home and A&M is still playing.
Dude, that is it. By the way, Texas A&M, the 12th man with all the bubbles when Texas A&M's doing good things. I don't know. I just love that place. It's electric. Yeah. It's electric. But anyway, Terry, I could talk to you all damn day, man. Tell people what you're working on.
Nothing. I'm joking. I'm just chilling a little bit right now. I'm going to kick it back up. NBA draft is in 17 days, and we're just going from there.
Man, dude, be blessed, homie. I'll do it again with you. Follow him at TerryD515. Check him out, the new Tri-State Defender. Be blessed, Terry.
Talk to you later, my brother. Have a good one.
That is Terry Davis. We're going to take a quick time out. Be back in 2 shakes. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio. We are Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
June. It's wedding season.
It is.
Or as I like to call it, Free Central Barbecue Month.
Who's what?
Well, not that I don't enjoy weddings. I do, especially the ones that I can tell are going to be a disaster. But what I love about weddings is that so many people choose Central Barbecue to cater the food at the reception.
You root for marriages to fail?
Not exactly root. I just enjoy drama and free barbecue. I like to sit there and enjoy my plate of Central Barbecue with beans and slaw and wait for things to blow up.
At the reception?
Ideally. I mean, I won't be around to see it otherwise. Plus, free Central Barbecue.
Home Depot has Memorial Day savings up to $500 off select laundry appliances from top brands like Samsung. Wash and dry in one cycle with the Samsung Ultra Capacity All-in-One Washer-Dryer Combo from the Home Depot. Then enjoy your summer while your laundry takes care of itself. Right now, the Memorial Day savings up to $500 off select laundry appliances at the Home Depot. How dealers get more done. From Monday to Tuesday, Christmas store online.
Life insurance. Why are you putting it off? Can't afford it? Too much hassle? Think you don't need it? There's lots of excuses for putting off life insurance. But if you weren't there, who would pay the mortgage and other bills? With Ethos, you could be covered in 10 minutes and boom, family protected. Ethos, fast and easy online term life insurance. Up to $2 million in coverage with no medical exam. Some policies as low as $1 a day. Answer a few health questions and get your free quote at getethos.com. That's getethos.com.
Jenkins Floors and More invites you to their retail warehouse where they pass wholesale savings on to you. Jenkins Floors in Little Rock, Cleveland, Mississippi, and now open in Horn Lake at 2356 West Goodman Road. Specializing in flooring and carpeting, tile, plantation shutters, and blinds, Jenkins makes your life easy with a 2-week turnaround. Contractors, builders, or family projects, call 662-469-9350 for a free estimate. Owners Timmy and Rebecca Jenkins say hello to Sports 56 fans and look forward to your business.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour with Johnny Radio. This hour brought to you by Buster's Butcher at 199 South Highland, where every cut is the right cut. Here once again is Johnny Radio.
I get knocked down, but I get up again. Never ever gonna keep me down. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Never ever gonna keep me down. I get knocked down.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a beautiful Monday. I get knocked down, get up again, and guess who got knocked down? Mike Tyson. Did you know the Jake Paul-Mike Tyson fight has now been postponed?
Yeah, I did see that. Probably for the best.
So do you think this thing's actually ever going to happen? They were supposed to fight on the 20th of July. We were getting all excited because I was thinking Mike Tyson, even at 57 years old, was going to beat the brakes off of 27-year-old Jake Paul. But no, it's not going to happen.
At least right now, it's not going to happen.
Yeah. By the way, I do have to say, actually, Jake Paul, I'm kind of impressed because everybody says that they know him as the problem child. Is that correct?
Maybe.
Dude, I thought what he put out was pretty interesting. He said, obviously devastating news. I'm heartbroken, speechless, gutted. We've been working so hard over here. Everyone in the camp and I have, feel bad for everyone in this event. The whole undercard. Very, very sorry. This opportunity, it's all been ripped from us. But I do value Mike's health more than this event. I love that guy so much. I have so much respect for him, and I want Mike to be healthy. He still says he's going to knock me out, and I bought myself some time. So Mike's still talking ish over there, but blah blah blah. Like he went on. It continues to go on that that sure doesn't sound like an a-hole. Like he sound actually very mature for once. Like is all of a sudden we're seeing Kyrie grow up? Is Jake Paul now growing up, or is he still a problem child?
I think he's still a problem child. I don't like Jake. I don't like either of the Pauls, honestly. At least one of them has something going for him in WWE, but I do not like Jake Paul. I like Logan Paul more than I like Jake Paul, and I like neither.
And Logan Paul's the dorky one who's always buying like Pokemon cards and stuff.
That's right. I think.
Like, bro, like people really actually, man, like spending that kind of money on Pokemon
cards.
Oh
yeah, the huge.
That's like, honestly, can I just tell you something? Y'all are nuts, bro.
Y'all, whoa.
Like, are you into Pokemon?
No, I don't buy no Pokemon cards.
You sure?
John. No, put some respect on my name, John.
Okay, I'll put some respect on it. But yeah, man, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, that fight is not going to happen. So I'm kind of disappointed. And one other thing is we finally do have some basketball coming back this Thursday. But I just have to say, ever since Luka has come back, and did you see the Game 5 where Luka was talking to that fan?
Uh-huh.
And Luka was talking some serious hardcore trash, was he not?
He sure was.
I mean, I love it. And again, if you're going to back it up, like if you can talk it, back it up. But have you noticed on your X how many, ever since Luka's been talking trash, how many of the old heads have come out and been dropping all those Larry Bird talking trash moments?
Really?
Man, they've been all over my X, and they are so good. And you got to remember, back then, if you talk trash and you didn't back it up, man, like back then, those you're fighting. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Like really fighting, not none of this like fake fighting, like fake tough guy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're busting heads, but man, Larry would talk trash to everybody. Go back, look at some of those basketball history things that are going around. Luka, I give you credit. You're a great trash talker. Gotta say, though, Larry Bird, man, some of his stuff was just ridiculous. John Sally had a story about him that I watched over the weekend that is just, it's just ruthless. But I still feel like Dennis Rodman has the all-time quote of all time.
Yeah.
Do you remember what he said to Magic Johnson?
What was it? I forget.
He told Magic to bring it and come on. He said he ain't scared to play defense on him. He said, I blanked Madonna.
That's right. Yeah.
He said, I let him spit in my mouth.
Gross.
Spit in my mouth, bring it. I don't care. I
Gross.
slept with Madonna.
Gross. I don't know what the more gross part of that is.
Did all of it.
Yes.
Dude, the Madonna part.
Gross.
We're going to take a quick time out. On the other side, we got to talk like little college baseball, some pro baseball, got some NFL news and notes. We got Hardwood because it feels so good, and bets. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Make your next grill your last with a Big Green Egg. Smoke, bake, roast, sear, and grill, all with a lifetime warranty. Save money on fuel, eating out, and replacing expensive grills that cannot match the flavor of the Big Green Egg. Ready to cook in only 10 to 15 minutes with temperatures below 200, above 700, and anywhere in between with ease. Change your at-home cooking experience for life. Go to shop.biggreenegg.com.
Last year's RV trip, we met a couple with the same bumper sticker. What are the odds?
Your cousin isn't a good storyteller.
He was a podiatrist, or was it a pharmacist?
You don't say.
Oh, I can't remember.
But she owns an RV protected by Progressive, and you don't. So until you get your own RV, her stories are the most interesting stories you've ever heard.
Wow, interesting.
And when you do get your own RV, save money by bundling it with your home auto or other vehicles with Progressive.
Oh, anesthesiologist. He was an anesthesiologist. That's right.
Insurance company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Angie's List you know and trust is now Angie, and we're so much more than just a list. We still connect you with top local pros and show you ratings and reviews, but now we also let you compare upfront prices on hundreds of projects and book a service instantly. We can even handle the rest of your project from start to finish. So remember, Angie's List is now Angie, and we're here to get your job done right. Get started at Angie.com. That's ANGI, or download the app today.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. An easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
We are Sports 56, WHBQ Memphis, and W253DF Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Oh,
That was one of those things. When things get too heavy, just call me helium.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. Happy Monday, everybody. And it's a fun Monday, man. If you're into little college baseball, today's a very, very, very fun day. We got baseball action going on right now. In fact, who's the first game of the day, by the way, Dacon?
East Carolina and Evansville.
Ooh, East Carolina beating up on Evansville right now?
No, Evansville's up 2-0.
Whoa, man, I bet you can get some money coming back. I like East Carolina in that bad boy.
Yeah, it's still pretty early.
Still pretty early. Oregon State plays UC Irvine. Have they started that bad boy yet?
No, that one is 2 o'clock. They're going to finish that game from last night.
Yesterday?
They weren't able to complete.
Yeah, it was suspended. It was suspended. And the big ones we got, man, you got Oklahoma State playing Florida, North Carolina, LSU. And the North Carolina, LSU, the first time that they played each other, Honeycutt basically did every single thing for that team. It was absolutely insane. And they were throwing, LSU has two pitchers on the same team after that dude Paul Skeens was there, remember last year? He leaves. They have 2 guys that are going to be first-round draft picks. Did you know that? And Honeycutt, nobody could do anything to this LSU pitcher except for Honeycutt. He hit 2 bombs off of him. 2 of them. That kid is filthy. Like, oh my goodness. And some of the dudes, like, did you see the home run from Mississippi State in the 9th inning that actually, like, this was crazy. Yesterday's game with Mississippi State, I was looking at it. Do you know what the total was that it opened the game at?
I do not know.
17 and a half.
Yeah, they're really high today. It's a bunch of 16s.
And it went over in the 9th inning with that 475-foot shot from that kid that when he hit the ball, I was like, oh my gosh.
Pitching gets shaky on Sundays and Mondays. I'll tell you what.
And, man, watching some of those games. And the thing that also is because everything means so much, is you see the airs in college baseball.
Mm-hmm.
And the infield for Texas, the shortstop and the third base for Texas have got to be just wanting to cry. And the shortstop was the hero for Texas the night before who hit the grand slam to win the game. The very next night in the 8th inning, all they need to do is, they got 6 outs. They're winning the game 4-0. And guess what happens?
A bunch of errors.
2 errors by the shortstop. They get 2 runs in that inning. And then next thing you know, the next inning, Texas A&M, there's an error by the third baseman, and they score, and they tie that game up. And then it goes all the way to 12 innings, and there was another error, and Texas A&M gets a walk-off hit. And I'm like, holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it was the hard part for the shortstop for Texas. He made one of the best catches you will ever see at short, completely full extension, stabs the ball, and he gets up and he throws the ball 8 feet left of first base. And then, of course, after you make an error, the ball always seems to find you in college baseball. That's baseball. You get a little shaky, the ball, when you start like losing a little bit of confidence, the ball will find you. And it came back to him. This could end the inning. There's runners on first and third. It's a routine ground ball. He picks it up, and guess what he does? He airmails it over to first base. And you're like, no! You're watching their shortstop melt down in front of you. And then the craziest was in the 12th inning, the inning's going to be over. But a ball hit softly down the third baseline. All he has to do is catch it, step on the third base. He went to step on third base and catch the ball, and he slipped on the bag, bobbles the ball. Texas A&M scores and wins the game. Like, damn, dude, that was like that's college baseball, and the elation on A&M and the heartbreak on Texas, and the whole game Texas was owning that baseball game. And then in the 8th inning, 1 error led to 2 errors, led to 3 errors, led to holy cow, we just lost. I love it. I love me some college baseball. This is a great time of the year. And again, the super regionals are coming up. A bunch of tickets have already been punched. I've already told you the SEC has got already 4 members in. Poor Arkansas, they are not one of them. Is Arkansas, like right now, the biggest upset of this tournament so far?
Yeah, for sure.
Like, dude, why is it that Arkansas is so good every single year and then they crumble every single year?
That's a good question.
In the regionals. Like, you're like, damn, bro. That's painful. Congratulations to Georgia, man. Georgia, they made it. Kentucky. Can you believe Kentucky's hosting their first super regional in their history?
Yeah, really good team this year. And early in the season, I had questions about them, but they've really put it together.
And you still have Florida and, of course, LSU both playing in elimination games. If they win, they're in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, both underdogs today. So hopefully you get at least one of those, and you feel good if you're the SEC.
Shoot, man, you got to feel good with 4. Don't you?
No, absolutely. But with 2 going 9, if you can get one more, you'd be feeling great.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. But nobody else has any more. Is basically, I guess,
right.
What I'm getting at. But yeah, man, college baseball has been awesome. And again, the schedule today, if you haven't been paying attention, tonight you got UConn and Oklahoma. It's 8:00 on ESPN. 5:00 Oregon State, UC Irvine. 5:00 is the one I'm going to be paying a lot of attention to. North Carolina and LSU. You know, LSU is the defending national champs. North Carolina is the 4th ranked team in the country, and they have a bunch of dudes. And again, nobody bigger than Honeycutt. Their leadoff hitter also leads their team in average home runs, RBI. Like, he leads the team in everything. He's ridiculous. And then Oklahoma State plays Florida. That's at 2 o'clock right now. East Carolina, Evansville. And East Carolina has tied that bad boy up. So college baseball is absolutely rolling. Now, over into the Major League side, little Major League Baseball. Have you been gambling on the Yankees lately?
No.
Man, you need to be. They just swept the Giants.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in Major League Baseball over the weekend. I didn't watch a second of Major League Baseball over the weekend.
Really?
Yeah, I was watching college baseball.
I was doing both. I mean, mostly college baseball, to be honest with you.
I don't got enough eyes to do both.
When you got late at night when you got Yamamoto and the Dodgers, and you got a big parlay left over with them to come in, or if you got the Yankees who are playing the Giants,
Makes
you know what I'm
sense,
saying?
yeah.
You're paying attention to these big games. But the Yankees have now won 5 straight. They got 42 wins already on the season. Best record in the American League. And believe it or not, you won't believe it, best record in all of baseball.
Wow.
1 game more than the Phillies.
How about that?
Dude,
Cardinals
Yankees.
got the Phillies last night.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't believe it either. I really couldn't. I really
Thanks,
couldn't.
John.
Sorry. Hey, man, I got to give your credit to your Cardinals. They're up in second place. They're playing
Look,
a lot
they're
better.
playing a lot better baseball.
I was going to say, man, Paul Goldschmidt's hitting the baseball finally for you. They're pitching a lot better. They won 7 of their last 10. So,
That's right.
But, man, like I have to say, what the hell is going on with the Cubs?
Hey, good question.
Talk about a team that started out looking good and has completely fallen off. Like, they're booty.
Yeah.
And then the Pirates, man. I thought the Pirates were going to be good this year. They got Paul Skeens, who's freaking nasty. O'Neal Cruz is like 6'7", hits the ball harder than anybody in baseball. He hits so many line drives. Did you see the stat about him and his hard hit baseball that he doesn't get the ball in the air enough? He has the hard his average off the barrel is the hardest hit of even like Giancarlo Stanton.
Wow.
But a lot of times he hits these hard balls that are ground balls and line drives. If he got a little air in them, of course, what are they?
Sure.
They're home run.
Yeah.
114. He hit a ball so hard, 116 miles an hour, that it got into the he's pretty fast. It got off the wall into the thing that it held him to a single because he's hitting laser beams. But yeah, they're just terrible. But over in the pros, man, again, the Yankees are ridiculous. They're hitting home runs left and right. Verdugo's doing his thing. I mean, I'm just like, watch out. And then the Phillies, they're still playing great baseball, but everybody over in the National League, it's a tough one. Like, I don't know, there's a lot of baseball left to be played, but in the American League, it's the Yankees and everybody else. They're just playing at a different level. American League actually looks terrible to me compared to the National League. And the National League with the Braves, what's going on with them is ridiculous. I don't know. Baseball's been a little bit weird. What do you think about? I mean, Gunnar Henderson, by the way, is having a hell of a season.
And Spencer Torkelson got optioned yesterday. Did you see that?
I did not.
Yeah, and I meant to look up because I've watched a little bit of the Tigers. The Tigers are one of my weird teams I enjoy watching. Like, I enjoy watching the Detroit Tigers.
Very
playing.
light hitting squad. Though.
Yeah, and Spencer Torkelson has had a rough season. 201 right now. With 209 at bats, batting 201. Not good.
Did you? By the way, did you see Tommy Pham?
How about that? Yeah.
Bro, did you know that Tommy Pham is takes jiu-jitsu and all kinds of stuff like that and fighting and karate?
I didn't know that. The only thing I know about Tommy Pham is he got, who was it, Jock Peterson, that they got to scuffling over fantasy football?
Dude, Tommy Pham, he almost he wanted to absolutely beat the tar out of Contreras for the Brewers yesterday.
Did you hear the play-by-play guy for the White Sox during that? Oh, he got. I'm gonna see if I can find it. He got like all into. He was like, "We're not gonna take that, even if we do lose all our games. We're not taking that." And I was like, "Dude, calm down. You're calling the game right now."
Bro, Tommy Pham, after he said, man, he had fighting words basically.
Yeah,
when he was asked
upset
about the beef, he said there's a reason I do all kinds of fighting in the off season because I'm prepared to F somebody up.
Okay.
Like, dude, Tommy Pham don't play, bro. Like, don't mess with Tommy Pham. I did not realize that. He was hot.
Yeah, he was, man, last night.
He got thrown out, by the way, in what was a run baseball game. He got thrown out at home plate, and, man, Contreras just started talking ish in his face, and Pham jumped up and said, I don't care how many games we lose, you ain't going to talk to me like that.
All right, John, here is the broadcast. This is from NBC Sports Chicago, so the Chicago White Sox broadcast of that play yesterday that sparked all this. You ready? All right, let's do it.
Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. And Contreras is barking at him. Tommy Pham's barking back. He's not backing down. He doesn't like that. And now home plate umpire Edwin Jimenez has to hold back Pham. Nah, we ain't taking that. We ain't taking that from the Brewers. I don't care how many L's we got this year. We ain't taking that.
What are you talking about?
Dude, I'm with him, man. They lost 11 in a row. You know how frustrating it must be, and then you're gonna like throw a guy out at the plate. And Contreras, man, was talking. You got to admit, man.
Oh, he was barking.
Contreras
right.
got up, and man, come on, let's be real. Honestly, why the hell did the third base like you know what the whole point of this story is? A left fielder in pro baseball, if he is coming in on a fly ball,
what are you doing?
I don't give a damn who's on third base.
No, stay at third.
He's gonna throw his ass out.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that was like, I know, like, that's another thing where you're like, well, you can tell why the White Sox have lost 11 straight games, you know?
Yeah.
Like, he didn't have a chance. But, like, Tommy Pham did say, I thought it was funny when they did ask him, he's like, you know, coach tells me go, I got to go. And we've lost 11 straight, but I ain't taking that talk from nobody. I do all that fighting in the off season because I'm prepared to F somebody up.
I love it.
Tommy Pham. Did you like him when he played with the Cardinals?
I didn't hate him. I didn't dislike him, but he wasn't like one of my favorite players by any means.
Who is your favorite Cardinal?
My favorite Cardinal right now probably is Nolan Gorman, but that's because I covered him when he was here, or Libby. I covered both those guys when they were here in Memphis, and so I like both of them a lot. Mason Wynn, he's making an impression, I tell you what.
Gorman's going to be a good one.
I like Gorman a lot. The only thing is when he's in the field, you kind of hold your breath every time the ball's hit to him. But at the plate, he's great. But he's not a second baseman. I don't know why we're throwing him out at second. I mean, he's a third baseman. But he's not gonna play third.
Yeah, there's a guy named Nolan Arenado over there,
and then there's somebody waiting in the wings. Mm-hmm. If he can get his bat working a little bit, he's your third baseman of the future, maybe.
So the Brewers, they're going to own the Central, aren't they?
Yeah, probably. I like this Brewers team a lot, which I hate to say, but I do. I watch them play.
Yeah, they are good. They've won 5 in a row. Brewers look really good. The Phillies have been playing pretty good baseball this year. Dodgers are doing what the Dodgers do. Dodgers aren't, though, as dominant as I kind of thought they were going to be. I don't know, man. I mean, they were over there in that West. I don't trust the Padres at all. And again, the Giants, man, they now have lost 4 straight, but that's also because the Yankees just came to town and kicked their tail.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anybody playing better than the Yankees right now? Their bullpen
Doesn't feel like it.
Like, the Yankees' bullpen is ridiculous. They don't give up runs. They hit home runs left and right. They're constantly on the damn base paths, bothering the hell out of people. And everybody can rake. Yankees are nasty.
Yeah, they're playing good baseball right now.
Juan Soto going to get you can't let Juan Soto leave New York now, can you?
No, not at all.
I mean, like, a lot of people are saying this was going to be a 1-year rent on my butt.
No.
Dude's hitting .322. Did he hit 2 home runs yesterday? I think he hit 2. I know he's been hitting home runs left and right. He's crazy. And plus, Judge is hitting bombs. Stanton, Verdugo, LeMahieu's playing good.
Yep.
Rizzo's back this year, healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Not playing very good, though.
Yeah.
But he's there.
Anthony
Volpe's doing his thing. Got to like this team. I even like Trevino. But we've been talking a little bit of baseball. We got to switch gears here in a minute. I got to ask a weird question. 901-360-8255. Hit me up at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line, and I really do need help with this. I don't understand. Why is it, how all these, the cicada summer of hell?
Uh-huh.
We haven't had any issues.
Yeah, no. I've heard a couple, but no, we're not one of the hot spots.
Thank God.
Yeah.
My friends that I saw, and I was talking to a bunch of people, they're like, it's a nightmare.
Yeah, no. So I think it's in the Midwest, it's real bad.
Hell, even in Nashville, some people are like,
Nashville's
how you
another
like us
hot
now,
spot.
Nashville?
Yeah.
Oh, Nashville's so nice. Well, we ain't got cicadas.
Yeah, I don't know why we don't have any cicadas, but you're right, we do not.
I'm just saying, they're not going to end up coming here, are they?
I don't know. I don't really know how cicadas work.
Well, I need help. 901-360-8255, 901-360-8255. Hit me up at the Sissy's Log Cabin text and listener line. If you know anything about this cicada thing, hit me up and let me know because I don't like bugs.
People have been eating them.
What are you talking about, bro? Nobody's been eating no cicadas like a dog,
swear,
maybe.
I swear. No, people. There was one guy at a baseball game that was eating cicadas, and then yesterday at a White Sox game, they were making drinks with cicadas in them.
No,
I promise you. I saw it this morning. Hold on, cicadas drink. I promise you.
Oh man, guess what just came up? That's the disgustingest thing I've ever heard in my life. But dude, sad news. Guess what I just saw?
What?
Big old Dallas Cowboys offensive lineman Larry Allen.
I saw that earlier. Yeah.
He died when he was on vacation with his family in Mexico.
Did it say how he
only
died?
52 years old, man. That sucks.
Really sad. Did it say how he died though?
I mean, I'm guessing he probably had a big old heart attack.
Yeah, something because he was only 52.
Yeah, and he was on a vacation.
That's crazy. I hate that.
Oh man, that's just terrible.
I have a map. Okay, here we go. Yeah. So Nashville's for some reason is a hot spot. Everywhere in Kansas is a hot spot. Arkansas, northwest Arkansas is a hot spot. Memphis, not a hot spot.
All I know is a friend of mine, they went up to Nashville to have fun, and they were like, it's the worst weekend. All I could hear is these damn cicadas.
Gibson County.
But they're not coming to
closest
us.
It doesn't look like it now.
Amen.
You could go over to Poinsett County in Arkansas, just south of Jonesboro, and that's a hot spot for them. But no, not here.
Well, good news for us.
Yeah.
And by the way, also good news for all of you out there is that everybody needs protection, right? Doesn't matter if you're on the field, doesn't matter if you're on the road, doesn't matter if you're at your crib, you're going to need the best, and the best is Bob Simpson over at State Farm. He can buckle you up with auto insurance. He can back you up with life insurance. He can help your business, whether it's starting, growing, or maturing. So don't forget to protect your home, no matter if you're an owner or a renter. And again, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call Bob Simpson today, 901-381-1233, or go online and get a free quote at bobsimpson.org. Stay protected with your good neighbor, and your good neighbor is my buddy Bob Simpson. Now, on the other side, it's time to get to some funny stories. I got a lot of Hardwood stories to get to. We'll keep you abreast of what's going on in college baseball. We got bets at the end. Don't touch the dial. Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
We are real sports talk. Sports 56 WHBQ. Available on your radio dial at 560 AM and 98.5 FM, as well as around the world online at sports56whbq.com. Take us with you everywhere by downloading the Sports 56 app. And at home, just say, Alexa, play Sports 56. Wherever you are, stay tuned in to real sports talk. Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, Automatic Gates Construction tailors custom gate solutions for all your residential, commercial, and industrial needs, including repairs, maintenance, and installation. Automatic Gates Construction specializes in designing and installing automatic gates and fencing that seamlessly blends security, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Elevate the safety and efficiency of your property with a premium gate solution. Automatic Gates Construction at myautomaticgates.com.
June. It's wedding season.
It is.
Or as I like to call it, Free Central Barbecue Month.
Who's what?
Well, not that I don't enjoy weddings, I do, especially the ones that I can tell are going to be a disaster. But what I love about weddings is that so many people choose Central Barbecue to cater the food at the reception.
You root for marriages to fail?
Not exactly root. I just enjoy drama and free barbecue. I like to sit there and enjoy my plate of Central Barbecue with beans and slaw and wait for things to blow up.
At the reception.
Ideally, I mean, I won't be around to see it otherwise. Plus, Free Central Barbecue.
Rick's Powder Coating for a beautiful finish every time. Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, ornamental, residential, and industrial coating. With 2 conveyor lines and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South, Rick's can accommodate all of your powder coating needs. Locally owned and operated since 2002, Rick's Powder Coating will customize a beautiful finish just for you. Drop by or call to see how Rick's Powder Coating can bring color to your life. 901-367-2771 or rickspowdercoating.com.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today? I think my battery's dead. With free battery testing and charging, we can help you get back on the road.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
So what if I need a new one? We have the right Duralast battery for you, only at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
And what about my old battery? We can recycle it right here at America's #1 battery destination.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
Right now at Genesis Diamonds, we're always giving relief to our customers with free financing for all of and designer engagement ring with that luxury of real Rolex and spread your payments over 5 whole years without paying a dime in interest. Take your personal just $45 and that's with zero down. Now through June and only at Genesis Diamonds.
Admit it. When you start thinking about tastes of Memphis, you think treats, sweets. You think Dinstall's. For 122 years now. What is that, 5 generations? When people wanted something to bring to a party that will just make everybody happy, they bring out Dinstall's. 122 years of cashew crunch, of heavenly hash, of turtlettes, of their award-winning fudge. That's worldwide. It's known that well. Then there's the milk chocolate. It all starts there. There's the double-dip peanuts. And then every fall, those famous chocolate-covered strawberries with that fondant. And they won't tell you what's in the fondant, but it makes it oh so special. And easy to get to. 5 locations. There's where they make the candies in Pleasant View. There's Germantown. There's Collierville. There's even one downtown and in my neck of the woods in Laurelwood. You know what? 122 years made in Memphis and enjoyed by the whole world. Dinstall's.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises. Just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and clean quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it. Because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets, vegan and gluten-free options available, convenience, and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at Jason'sDeli.com. So whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Upper Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and Goodman Road in Highland Branch. Jason's Deli is wholesome food and no surprises.
Today, I consider myself the luckiest man on the face of the earth.
Now, back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio, hanging out with my buddy Brian Dacus all day long. It is a beautiful Wednesday because we got college baseball on all day long. Bunch of teams that unpunched their ticket. They're going to the Super Regionals. Kentucky's going to host their first Super Regional ever. Their team's pretty damn good. Georgia's also punched their ticket. Tennessee as well. SEC's doing well. You still got Florida and LSU with an opportunity to continue going forward. They are underdogs today. More college baseball. I love this time of the year. We got some pro baseball as well. And then finally, amen, hallelujah, we're actually going to get to see some basketball. Still not to this Thursday. And I'm just really kind of curious, man. Like, with this much time off, does it hurt you in because in baseball, like if you had this much time in baseball, your timing would be off. Like you'd be screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Like how many times have we seen the wild card team go on, win the wild card round, then all of a sudden get hot, bing, bang, boom, they're playing in the World Series.
Right.
Like, you can do that. You get hot in baseball, and that's why, like, number one seeds. Do you know that the number one seed overall in the college baseball tournament hadn't won since, what was it, 99, and I think Miami?
Yeah.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, it's hard. But, man, having this much time in basketball, is it as big of a deal? Like in the NFL, you know, like NFL football players only play 1 day a week, and that's a good thing. Having time off, you don't want too much time off, but man, getting a bye week in the National Football League, that's a big deal.
That's right.
Like you can let your body heal, you can study more film, you can put in more plays. You know what I mean? Like you can get to know your opponent a lot better.
Right.
Is that going to be the case for Boston and Dallas when it comes to this playoffs? Like being off this long, or the coaches in there in their labs, you know, diving into the film, figuring it out? Are they going to know each other a little bit better? Is it going to be hard to feel each other out? Or is having that much time off, it's just going to be your shot going to be a little bit off? I don't know, man. I really don't, because I'm not the basketball dude.
Yeah, no, that's a really good question. And, I mean, both will be off for a really long time, so it's gonna be really interesting.
And as hot as Luka and Kyrie were, and then just the backcourts, it's just amazing. The best overall backcourt in basketball right now has got to be Tatum and Brown. They're two-way guys.
Yep.
The best offensive backcourt in basketball right now has got to be Kyrie and Luka. The best clutch backcourt in basketball right now has got to be Kyrie and Luka.
Got to be.
I'm ready for this bad boy. I'm obviously, if you can't tell, I'm looking forward to it. I'm also looking forward to you checking out Mugshots. You know where Mugshots is. It's out in Collierville. They have one, of course, down there in Olive Branch, but they opened a new one out in Collierville. That's right, 656 West Poplar Avenue. Go over there during happy hour. It's 2 to 6 Monday through Friday. Half-price drafts, half-price wines, half-price drinks, and $3 snacks. Mugshots Grill and Bar, they're open, and they're always having a good time. Let's go to Hardwood.
This is Access Hardwood.
Oh, my goodness. There's so many weird things going on in the world of sports right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot, and I don't know if there is really much any weirder. Like, Twitter is weird now, or X, whatever you call it, is weird, because I'm watching a lot of baseball. But, man, there was a lot of Aaron Rodgers and Caitlin Clark Twitter news this weekend. Did you see it?
Oh, yeah. It was all over my timeline, John.
All over the timeline. And then you have to keep looking at it. And it's just wild. And I understand that everything now, this is an election year, so everything's kind of getting, it feels like more politicized and even more polarized. And everybody is taking sides. And that's kind of what X is and Twitter's for, is taking sides, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, bro, like the Aaron Rodgers stuff, if you haven't heard, it had nothing to do with football. Nathaniel Hackett, his offensive line. It didn't have anything to do with, which you would think a lot of people would not be telling Aaron Rodgers, well, man, you know what? You were right not to get the COVID shot.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Because all that stuff right now, like, looked like the government lied to you. Shocker. But no, it had to do with Donald Trump being at the UFC fight. So did you see any of this stuff?
I saw both of them were there, and that, yeah, I saw some of it, I guess, long story short.
So, okay, so the UFC fight Saturday night.
Uh-huh.
So
302, I believe.
All of a sudden, yes, UFC 302. All of a sudden, I'm watching a little baseball that night. And I was also watching some hockey, by the way.
There you go.
And I'm having a little bit of fun, and I'm like, dude, what's Aaron Rodgers trending now for? You know what I mean? And the first thing you see, I click on, and it's like, I have so much respect for Aaron Rodgers. And then there's like, I've lost all respect for Aaron Rodgers. And they were showing Donald Trump going to the UFC fight, and everybody's chanting, F Joe Biden, F Joe Biden. And Donald Trump's sitting like right behind Aaron Rodgers. Well, Aaron Rodgers is sitting right next to LeBron James, and Aaron Rodgers is talking to LeBron James, and he says something, and it looks, and he like goes forward, and he's like telling a laugh, and that happened to be right when like Donald Trump turns around to like wave at the crowd or something.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the Joe Biden chants. And everybody and their grandmother is going off either, oh my God, look, he dissed Donald Trump, or he did, and I love him, or no, he didn't diss, he just dissed Donald Trump, I hate him. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's turning this thing onto a political thing.
Yeah.
And then I get up yesterday morning, and then there's a thing where it's showing Aaron Rodgers and Donald Trump shaking hands. And so the people that hated him on Saturday for him dissing Donald Trump were loving him on Sunday morning for hanging with him and getting a little FaceTime with the big guy. And it was like, dude, Twitter is such a schizophrenic place to be. Like, it was like blowing my damn mind. And I don't know, like, why bro, like, you're at a UFC fight and you're like Aaron Rodgers. Like, one, who gives a damn whether he likes him or not?
Right.
Like, I guess I don't care. I don't give a damn. But like, people got so like, he's no Brett Favre. You know, like, dude, it was just, I don't know, man. It was wild. And then also, not only was that wild, but then you also saw the whole Joe Biden stuff, like, with the Kansas City Chiefs, because they came to the office.
Yeah.
And like, did you notice Harrison Butker was nowhere to be found really close to, he was in the back.
Way
in the back
yeah.
after calling out Joe. But man, like, Joe Biden's like putting on a Kansas City Chief helmet and all this stuff. I don't know, man. Like, they're getting all serious. Like, man, it's that time of the year, dude.
What a time.
I hate it.
Me too.
Damn. But I will say, I just thought it was so funny how, like, the people who were loving Aaron Rodgers and hating Aaron Rodgers, the very next morning completely were on the opposite end of the spectrum again because of newly released footage. And then also, on my timeline, Caitlin Clark. It was just as heated as the damn Aaron Rodgers UFC Donald Trump stuff.
Yep.
Like, people were going crazy on that one girl who, look, man, yeah, she called her a B word. And it was not a basketball play, people. But no, she does not belong in jail.
Yeah, no, it's crazy.
Calm the blank down, please. The people you should be mad at are Caitlin Clark's teammates. Because Caitlin Clark's teammates, that's why you have a team, because you have each other's back. And they need an enforcer on the Indiana Fever. And the coach for the Indiana Fever needs to talk to her players that when they knock Caitlin Clark on her butt, you go and knock their star on her butt. It's sports. Let sports... Like, you know, let the fights and the internal stuff happen on this court. Like, we realistically don't have to come to this. And by the way, Caitlin Clark's tough as nails. Is she getting picked on and bullied? And are the girls in the WNBA petty? Yes. I am not arguing about any of that. I'm not sitting there saying, I'm not defending them in any way. I'm just saying, my anger right now, what comes to the WNBA, is not exactly what they're doing to Caitlin Clark. It's that none of her teammates are coming to her back.
Right.
That is the biggest issue, and it says a lot about that team and why they are so bad. Like, that's your girl right there. That's your point guard.
Mm-hmm.
They knock her on her butt, knock them on their butt. Like, they get physical with your star, get physical with their star.
Yeah.
We don't need, like, everybody crying. And again, I think also, again, and I'm going to say it right now, women be petty. Women, you petty, man. Like, every man out there that's married right now know his wife's petty. Like, it's just the way it is. I love my girl. I love Chaz. Love her more than anything. She's petty. Like, you know, I was feeling, and then, like, the other day I was talking about, so I was feeling this way. And you're like, come on, man, who, what, when, where, why? Come on, help me out. Next thing you know, you're mad. Why are you mad? Because I don't want to listen about your feelings? Petty. Caitlin Clark's going to be all right. Everybody needs to stop freaking out. Did you know Brittany Griner's having a baby?
Really? Wow. Congratulations, BG.
Bro, how'd she get pregnant?
There are ways.
I thought she was married.
She is.
I thought she was married to a chick.
She is.
Man, I don't know if you know this. It don't work like that. That's not how it works. I want to tell you one thing, and I agree with her. She said that she says her baby is on the way and it will 100% be involved in sports. Well, that's a no damn brainer. Like, you're a stud basketball player. Huh. I don't know, man. I'm just confused, man. You got to teach me how. Dakis, I guess you're going to teach me how this works, right?
But she's not pregnant. It's her wife that's pregnant.
Well, how the... Oh, okay. Wait. How the hell did her wife get pregnant?
John, there are ways that they can do it.
So they really do, like, frozen pop?
Sure. Yes, I don't know exactly how they did it, but there are ways to do it.
Yeah, there are ways. There are ways.
One way or the other, you know?
Did you see where Luka was drinking some beer after the game and my man...
And they took it away from him.
Dude, that was like good looking out by Michael Finley.
Why? He can't have a brew?
Oh, he can have a
just
brew.
won a conference final.
But that's all Luka's known for.
Is it because he's a fat boy?
Being a fat
That's
dope
right.
boy
Okay.
who drinks beer and he's a frat boy.
He is a frat boy.
Michael Finley's just trying to help protect his image because again, we talked about Ant-Man being the face of the NBA. Nope, it's Luka. Luka's the damn face. Like, it's just, he's that dude. He's 25 years old. He's a machine. And him and Kyrie are absolutely working. Can't say nothing bad about Luka no more. I think they're going to kill it. And then also got to say, man, did you see Anthony Edwards? I mean, not Anthony Edwards. Did you see my man, Karl Anthony Towns? Bro took out his girl, who, by the way, is a bad girl. Remember, she slept with Khloe Kardashian's boyfriend at the time, baby daddy, Tristan, Jordan Woods. They went out on a shopping spree. He said he had to go on a shopping spree to make himself feel better after losing the Western Conference Finals. How about make some shots? And how are you out on a shopping spree? Remember, you shoot 1,500 shots a day, 1,500 threes a day. You've been terrible. Absolutely terrible. And then I got a sad story. So there's this woman, because today we're talking about men and women. There's a woman who won $1 million in a lottery, and she won it 25 years ago, okay?
Huh?
Yep. So I'm sorry. She won this lottery 11 years ago. Apologize.
That's crazy.
They'd been married for 25 years. Okay. 11 years ago, she won a $1 million lottery. The day she won it, she didn't tell her husband. The very next day, she went to her husband and filed for divorce, okay?
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. She did not disclose in the court proceedings that she had won the lottery.
What?
Yes. So my man, the woman goes up to her and just tells her husband, listen, we're getting divorced, irreconcilable difference, blah, 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 blah. We'll split the kid, all this stuff.
That's crazy.
So my man for 11 years has no idea that his wife, who divorced him and left him, had won $1 million lottery spree. Okay, lottery thing.
That's crazy.
And 11 years later, he happens to go over to her house and look on her table. He's picking up his child.
Uh-huh.
And he looks on the table, and the letter is open, and it's saying, if you would like to receive a lump sum payment, we can still do that for your lottery win and it has the date of when the lottery. He looked at the date, and it says that she won the lottery, and he looks down, and it's the day before she filed for divorce.
No.
Well, guess what? He took her to court.
Good.
Now, guess what the woman has to do?
Pay him money.
She now has to pay him the entire $1 million back. 20 payments of $66,800 is what she's been ordered to pay.
That's crazy.
For hiding the funds.
That's so wild. I mean, that is insane.
Dude, one of the morals of the story is if you got some paperwork like that,
yeah,
you might want to leave it on your kitchen counter when your
put it in a
ex-husband's
lockbox
coming over to
somewhere.
pick
Holy
up the
cow.
kids.
Yeah. Jeez.
And if he hadn't have looked down at that piece of paper, he'd never been the wiser.
No, not at all. Huh? How'd she? Next time he goes and picks up his kid, how'd she get this new car? Huh? Is that is that a Bentley?
You know what he was thinking? He's like, oh yeah, she moved over to the rich neighbor.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Well, how'd she get this big house?
Dude, when I saw that story, I was like, damn, man. Like, and also just the fact that she wins $1 million and she's like, you know what?
It's crazy.
I've been married to this a-hole for 25 years. I got $1 million cash.
That's the sign to get a divorce.
Screw him. I'm divorcing his ass.
It's crazy.
Man, that's just also kind of crazy to me that the dude, like, she had to give all of it to him.
Yeah.
Got bad news, man. You know how I've been talking about STIs?
Yeah.
You know how I said they were like the worst part about like Memphis?
Oh,
is
John,
the fact
there was
that we're
something
leading the
on
country.
the news yesterday about like you need to go get tested for HIV.
In Memphis?
Uh-huh.
Why?
Because it's like
the HIV is back.
It's back.
Kids, do me a favor.
I might be lying. I think that's what I saw last night though, or the night before, one of the two.
Well, here's what I will tell you. The most common STI right now is chlamydia.
Okay.
And by the way, in the past 5 years, it has grown each year on top of itself 80%. So just this year, there will be 2.5 million more cases than there were last year.
Whew.
Y'all are nasty out there.
Be safe out there.
Be
Good
safe
Lord.
out there, folks.
Jeez.
Now I know why Lenny Kravitz out there is. What is he doing?
He's not having sex with anybody for what, 9 years?
Abstinence.
Yeah.
That's
Crazy.
still crazy though, man.
It's sex symbol, not having sex. How about that?
Like, are you a sex symbol anymore if you're not having sex?
I don't know.
Bro, like that just also makes me think, man.
Can you get your sex symbol taken away?
I think you can.
Huh.
Like, yeah, because like Stormy Daniels back in the day was probably a sex symbol.
Interesting.
But now when you see her, she don't look like the star that you saw when she was working. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Father Time is undefeated, brother. It doesn't just work out in sports, bro, man. It happens in all aspects of life.
Sex symbolism being one of them.
All kinds of crazy stuff,
Hard to
man.
say.
All kinds. Sex symbolism, is that what you were saying?
Yeah, but I messed up and I was like sex symbolism.
Yeah, I don't think you did very
East
good.
Carolina takes the lead, John.
What's the score now?
3-2. Top of the top of the fifth, bases loaded. God, I cannot speak today.
What did I tell you when they were down? You should have jumped on that bad boy. Did you
Well-
jump on it?
Well, I already had them. I had them in a parlay, them and Oklahoma State. Or excuse me, them and Oklahoma to both win. And then I had them minus 3.5 runs. So we need a big inning here.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Now, also want to tell you there's no luck when it comes to looking for the best boots around. There's only one place to go, and that is Frontier Western Store, 5880 Goodman Road. They're down in Olive Branch. Head on down to Frontier Western Store. You can get boots, hey dude, shoes, shoots. You can get hats, shirts, pants, shorts, jeans. They got it all. Plus, they have a ladies' boutique, a children's department. They can dress you and your family from head to toe. 5880 Goodman Road in Olive Branch or online at frontierwesternstore.com. Family owned and operated since 1967. We're back in two shakes to close things out with our bets on Sports 56, 98.5 FM.
Join the voice of the Tigers, Dave Woloshin, for Wolo and Friends. Weekday mornings from 10 to 11 here on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM.
It's time to have a good time at Mugshots Grill and Bar in Olive Branch and Carterville. Come by for half-price happy hour 2 to Monday through Friday with domestic drafts and $3 snacks. Then try one of Mugshot's 19 specialty burgers, including the Mugshot Burger. Finish it in 12 minutes and it's free. Plus, you get a free shirt. Mugshots in Olive Branch, 6400 Goodman Road, and Mugshots in Partyville, 656 West Poplar. So cheers to great food, good drinks, and fun company at Mugshots Grill and Bar, where you're always having a good time.
Any day is a good day to sell your home. This is Sheldon Rosengarten with Mark's Benstorff Realtors, but the absolute best days to sell your home are those days that end with a Y. That's right. Numerous scientific studies and my friend Kevin, who is also a wine connoisseur, have shown that if you want to sell your home, make sure and use my highly successful strategic marketing program and list on the day ending in a Y. Now think about it. Who would be foolish enough to not trust science and a wine connoisseur? Seriously, changes are happening in the real estate industry, and it's not just that sellers don't know the answers, they don't know the questions. That's why I'm here. If you or someone you know is thinking of selling, I always tell people to talk to 2 to 3 experienced real estate brokers and make sure that I am one of them. Find out why people often say, when you want the job done, you call Shell Done. Call me at 483-0546 or MemphisRelocate.com. Remember, MemphisRelocate.com or 483-0546.
For the ones who know safety isn't a catchphrase, it's a culture. And the ones who help make sure everyone makes it home safe. For the safety-minded who watch everyone's backs, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry, as well as safety assessments and training to keep your facility safe and your people safer. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Summer's heating up, and so are the savings at Choate's. We've got 3 incredible offers to make your season spectacular. First up, our Grill and Chill with Choate's Summer Special. Upgrade your HVAC system and choose between a free Yeti cooler or a Green Egg grill on select systems. Then power through any outage with Choate's generators. Be one of the first 50 customers to buy a generator and score a massive 75-inch TV or an iPad. Also, don't forget about our tankless water heater offer. Purchase a tankless water heater from Choate's and receive a premium toilet free. Don't wait. These offers are too good to last. Turn to the experts with Choate's and call 347-8086 or visit us online today for your free estimate. Now introducing Choate's air conditioning, heating, plumbing, and generators. Choate's, let our family serve your family.
But you gotta be willing to take the hit and not pointing fingers saying you ain't where you wanna be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that and that ain't you. You're better than that.
Now back to Sports 56 Happy Hour on Sports 56 and 98.5 FM. This hour is brought to you by Tito's Vodka. Here once again, Johnny Radio.
Welcome back to a little Sports 56 Happy Hour. I'm your buddy Johnny Radio. It is a Monday, and we got to make a quick bet, and I got to remind you, my bet's brought to you by the best. That's Tito's Handmade Vodka, crafted and distilled in the United States, down in Austin, Texas, 6 times distilled in classic copper pots, and it's just delicious. It's got a unique flavor, slightly sweet with that black pepper note. It balances everything out. Whether you're crafting a cocktail or drinking it neat, get your Tito's on today. We got to make a bet, and I like today. The Phillies are playing the Brewers, and again, the Brewers have won 5 in a row. They have been playing some great baseball. The Phillies are coming off a tough loss yesterday. But when I look at everything, the hitting, the teams are basically about equal. But when you look at the pitching, Zach Wheeler is on the bump. Like, with Zach Wheeler on the bump, that to me makes you just have to feel good about the Phillies. And again, it's baseball. There's not a whole, I mean, there's some one-run games. Don't get me, you'll see one-run games. But a lot of times, just it's hard for you to do -1.5. I know a lot of people are like, "Oh man, but if they won by 1, I'm going to be so mad." Yeah, you're going to get mad. But you'd have to lay $215 to win 100 if you took the Phillies today. Even money -1.5. Lay $100, you win $100. I like the Phillies at home. Come back, put what happened behind them yesterday. Cardinals got the best of them. It happens. Phillies is the better team right here, and Zach Wheeler is the difference. Has my boy Brian Wilson done pretty good this year for Milwaukee? Or Bryce Wilson? Is it Bryce Wilson or Brian Wilson?
Bryce Wilson.
Bryce Wilson. Yes, thank you, Bryce. Sorry, Bryce. Sorry, Bryce. See, you're forgettable, Bryce, because you're not Zach Wheeler. I'm just telling you right now, like, take the Phillies minus the 1.5. And another game that I actually like today has to do with two pitchers who aren't too good and two teams that can hit, and I don't understand the total in this one. Did you look at the Orioles and the Blue Jays game?
I did not. No. What about it?
Did you see the run line in that one? I mean, the total?
What's it at?
It's only 7.5.
Wow.
Bro, like, why is it only 7.5?
Good question. I don't know.
It's at the Rogers Center in Toronto. You got Gunnar Henderson, who's been hitting bombs. He was, 3 for 3 yesterday and hit a bomb. I don't know, man. Over 7.5, Orioles, Blue Jays. Kevin Gausman, is he somebody that scares you now? He's got an ERA of 4+, and Grayson Rodriguez, he's been okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I think both pitchers are okay.
Sure.
I think neither bullpen is absolutely excelling. Like, that total's set too low for me.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, I think.
So I'm going over the 7.5 Orioles and the Blue Jays, and I'm definitely jumping up and taking the Phillies minus the 1.5. That's at 5:40. It's the first game of the day, so get that thing in early. Also, don't forget Rick's Powder Coating. For a beautiful finish every single time, Rick's Powder Coating specializes in automotive, residential, and industrial coating with 2 conveyor lines and the largest batch ovens in the Mid-South. Rick can accommodate all your powder coating needs. Locally owned and operated since 2002. Check out Rick's Powder Coating. They will customize a beautiful finish just for you. Drop by or call them at 901-367-2777. That's 901-367-2771. Or go to rickspowdercoating.com. For Bryant Dacus, I'm John Harden. We got my man David Cobb tomorrow. We got Zach Boyd. We're going to talk a little college football, a little college baseball, break down some basketball for the week. So join us tomorrow. Outside of that, get out there, make the world a better place. We'll see you on the flip side. Peace.
Summertime's finally here, and that means it's time to party. Lucky for you, Family Leisure is having a summertime to party sale. Now, what's all included in this party sale? Practically everything. 24-foot above ground pools for as little as $19.99. All ladders, filter systems, and even robotic cleaners are 20% off. Come in and look at all of the in-stock patio furniture Family Leisure has. Plus, it's up to 50% off. Play gyms for the kids, that's $1,000 off. Patio umbrellas, take 20% off. You can get a 4-person hot tub for just under $3,000. We know you're really going to just use it for yourself. Family Leisure has discounted pricing on all in-stock pool toys and floats while the supplies last, so you better get in quick. Plus, Family Leisure has special financing available. Just ask an associate for all the details. Summertime means party time, and Family Leisure is ready for any party. Family Leisure, Whitten Road at I-40, where family and fun all come together.
Simple, smooth, and every sip is easy as the last. Tito's handmade vodka tastes just as good with tap water as it does your favorite mixers. Back in the day, Tito distilled, hand-bottled, taste-tested, sent out to a few friends, then taste-tested again to give you the finest juice around. No frills, no flavors, no fancy labels, just the good stuff, just Tito's. For recipes, videos, and more, visit Tito'sVodka.com. Distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. 40% alcohol by volume, namely 80 proof, crafted to be savored responsibly.
You know, sometimes I wish I had a gun.
Well, I'm armed, but before I bought one, I still went to Top Gun Academy to learn to protect myself without a gun.
How is that possible?
Top Gun's personal protection training. It's perfect if you want to protect yourself without firearms.
I don't know.
And it's perfect if you feel the need to carry a gun for self-defense, because the last thing you really want to do is shoot.
That is scary.
Not at Top Gun. It's very comfortable, and you learn to load, handle, and shoot a handgun safely. Protect yourself. Go to Top Gun Academy. They're at 2770 Whitten Road.
Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, Automatic Gates Construction tailors custom gate solutions for all your residential, commercial, and industrial needs, including repairs, maintenance, and installation. Automatic Gates Construction specializes in designing and installing automatic gates and fencing that seamlessly blends security, functionality, and aesthetic appeal. Elevate the safety and efficiency of your property with a premium gate solution. Automatic Gates Construction at myautomaticgates.com.
Anticipation is building for Memphis football.
3, 2, 1, that's your winner!
With a cast of returning stars ready for the big